All right, guys, welcome to another Crypto Jungle. I'm your host, Tobias Brown. Hope you've all been well and happy. First off, my apologies. I have not been doing this like I should be, and I have not been putting out the videos which I usually would. Reasons, there are lots, but mainly it's to do with moving around and also the markets the way they are. But anyway, welcome back, and it's good to see you all. And like, subscribe if you learn anything from my channel. Please help us build this channel up to make it one of the top channels on crypto. Okay. What I'm going to talk about today is something that's been playing on my mind for a while, and that is what's going on the darker side of the net. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of ISO 2022, sorry. But that's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be covering the conspiracies around crypto and where it could be going and what's happening. And potentially, as I say, we don't do financial advice on this channel, but potentially coins which could absolutely moon if certain criteria are met. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get this show on the road. The first thing I want to do is talk about one of the Ripple founders. His name is David Schwartz. Now, you may have heard of David Schwartz. You may not have heard of David Schwartz. I don't know if we've got a picture here. No, we've got a picture. I'll find a picture in a minute. But David Schwartz is one of the top people behind Ripple. Okay, now, let's have a guess when you think Ripple was founded. I wonder. So Ripple was founded not when this is saying. So in 1988, David Schwartz took out a patent for a multi-level computer system which basically does data processing in a massive, massive way, allowing you to create, guess what? Currency. Okay, and allowing you to do interbank operability and various other things. You can go and check this out for yourself. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but you go to patents.google.com and you can see this patent. Okay, now Ripple as a company, let's just Google it. Super quick. XRP, when was it created? June 2012, guys. That's when it was officially created. But let's just talk about the elephant in the room, because quite clearly, Mr. Schwartz got it in 1988 or 1989, depending on when this patent was granted. So this is what I'm trying to get at. There is something at play here which is beyond us investing in crypto. This is the coming world government. And it's not just the coming world government, it's the coming world financial system. And that's what's going to be happening. So this basically is Ripple. Okay, this is Ripple. He has Ripple, and he has it in 1988. I mean, crikey, think of the computers you had in 1988. We're talking what, Amstrad? That's crazy, absolutely crazy, but there you go. And then guess what happened in 1988 as well? January the 9th, 1988, just after the patent was granted. Get ready for a world currency. And this is the Phoenix standing atop of numerous paper currencies which had been set on fire. And on the Phoenix's neck is a symbol which looks a lot like Stellar. All right? Get ready for world currency. And that's the patent from 1988, basically showing how Ripple is made. Okay, impressive, right? So that's the smoke. That's the men behind the curtain. So what I'm going to talk about now is ISO 2022. Right, so ISO 2022, all I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to Wikipedia because it lists what's going on. ISO 2022 is an ISO standard for electronic data interchange between financial institutions. It describes a metadata repository containing descriptions of messages and business processes and a maintenance process for the Repository content. The standard covers financial information transferred between financial institutions that includes payment transactions, securities trading and settlement information, credit, debit card transactions and other financial information. Basically, if you want to work with the big boys, you have to be ISO 2022 compliant, right? Now, this is where it gets really interesting. ISO compliant cryptos include Cardano, Algorand, XDC, Zinfin, Ripple, Fixed Protocol, and that's pretty much it, okay? And all of these are going to be with Visa, Swift, and Omigo. So in the future, this is what they have been planning. And not only this, this is kind of like a nail in Bitcoin's coffin, because Bitcoin will not be, in my opinion, Bitcoin will be physical gold, digital gold, sorry. It won't be any more than that. All right, now you can shout at me, whatever, I don't care. But I believe that the financial system will be controlled by these companies and these cryptos in particular. XDC, Ripple, Stellar is in here as well, Cardano and Algorand. And I'll prove Stellar's in it, because you can actually go to all the different websites. So, how do you know that this isn't just a load of rubbish? Well, go to Ripple's website. ISO 2022, shaping the future of cross-border payments. Boom. Okay? It literally tells you everything you need to know about Ripple's involvement in ISO 2022 and what it means. Okay? So, it's already compliant. You can go and click on, for example, Zinfin, and it shows you how it's involved. It also, you can connect here directly and go straight back. Swift connector, there you go, core banking system connector, open bank project. You can click these and actually go through to the GitHub pages where it shows you how it does it, okay? But you want to know more about ISO 2022, guess what? You link straight back to the ISO page I just showed you. Now, this is very, very interesting. This was written, when was this written? It's written pretty recently, actually. Right, but it tells you what's going on currently. So this is the current payment system. This is what we call the SWIFT system, right? Created in 1974, SWIFT is the world's traditional international transaction system, but at the heart, it's just a messaging platform that banks use to send money. As payments get bounced between banks along the SWIFT network, each takes a cut out of the money as part of its fee. But half-a-century-old international payments network that was once revolutionary has now become more synonymous with high fees, opacity, and unnecessary inefficiencies. Clearly, SWIFT is trying to eliminate inborn problems by forcing deployment and the SWIFT GPI. Oh, look, Ripple is a services provider and XRP is the technology, just like IBM is the service provider for Stellar. And Stellar is the technology. Both have fine points in their favor. The most notable is the scope of IBM as it supplies hardware and software to several financial institutions, thus making it plug and play by nature. However, Ripple confirms that the process takes no more than a few seconds, in which rich information exchange will increase payment certainty and reduce reconciliation issues. Guys, they're telling you in black and white which currencies are going to be involved in this, what it's going to do, and how it's going to be the standard. And that's something else I wanted to touch on as well. Hang on, where does it say that? So you've got, basically it shows you how the whole system works right here. IBM Stellar. So yeah, if you remember a while back, about a year and a half ago, IBM actually partnered with Stellar currency, which is why Stellar has seen such a massive uptick, but that's nothing compared to where it's going. All right. So I think XRP is going to be for the banks and Stellar is going to be for the likes of me and you. All right. But the point is, this plan has been started in 1988. All right. All of this is coming to a head now, but it's all been planned since 1988. If you think for 1 second that they're not going to do this, you are delusional. there is going to be a one world government. There is going to be a one world currency, and it's all going to be decentralized, and it's all going to be global payments based off Ripple, Stellar, Algorand, and the other cryptos that I've listed as well. All right. Cardano, for example, the Cardano network. So not financial advice, but if you want to actually look at it yourself, go and check out all this information I'm showing you now. But more importantly, not financial advice, but look at getting some of those cryptos, because this is going to be absolutely life-changing. Right, so here we go. Universal Financial Industry Message Scheme, ISO. All right, these are the definitions. So you can actually go here, you can actually download bank services billing. You can download all of these documents and go through them to your heart's content. But the most important thing to take out of this video is which cryptos are involved, because once regulatory clarity comes out about XRP, it filters down to the rest of these cryptos already involved in this project. And as I've said in previous videos, XinFin is partnered with Ripple. It's quite clear. They're both ISO 2022 compliant, and that is all that I've got to say on it, really. So that's it. It's a bit of a more somber one today. I wanted to give you some real chunky information to sink your teeth into and to do your own research on. But it's quite clear to me where we're going. And I think that potentially we could see more drops in the market. I hope we don't. But if we do, please look at getting these ISO 2022 compliant cryptocurrencies, because they are going to fly. That's what this is all about, okay? It's about creating a one world government and a one world system of finance at the end of this huge collapse, which I foresee happening in the stock market imminently. All right, so you've heard it here first. Do your own research, have a look at what I've been saying. But yeah, I really, really believe that this is a life-changing opportunity for the people who get in at the ground floor, get in, especially, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, because it's the cheapest of the lot right now. Okay, so if you want it, I'll put a link below. As I said, smash up the like button. Let me know what you think about my content. I love hearing from you all. We're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Thank you so much for that. And I will see you on the next one, where we'll look at some smaller cap altcoins. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.